What's going on, everyone? Welcome to a new episode of Train Sim 2022, and today we are going to be checking out a new work-in-progress route made by Mr. Black Beaver, and it is the CP Windsor Sub going from Chatham to London, Ontario. Now, this right here is going to be one of my basically work-in-progress route showcases where we're not going to be showcasing the whole entire route, where we'll only be focusing on pretty much the finished part. So I'm not too sure if it's going to be a one-part video or a two-part video, but we are just going to have to play that as, by ear and see how far we get into the route and see how long the route is, because it is actually a pretty not too much of a distance, but there is quite a bit of stuff to explore according to the author. So we shall definitely see how this route plays out and check it out and hopefully have another new North American route into the game. It will be available on the Steam Workshop, not available as of right now, but yes, it will be on the Steam Workshop. So we are using the Searchlight Simulations CP AC4400CW locomotive, and I did have to go and purchase the Steam one because I lost the product key code for the Searchlight Simulations website one. So unfortunately I went ahead and had to purchase the Steam one. Luckily it was on sale. So this right here is the Steam one. Now, first and foremost, I did not want to have the CP leader. I actually wanted to have the CEFX leader, since Canadian Pacific did actually lease a lot of these, and I did see a lot of these growing up along the CP sub going through like to Elgin and stuff in Illinois. But for some reason I could not get this one to actually start. So like I can get it started up, but then it won't actually run, whereas I do the same process on the original and it runs just fine. So I have no idea. So we do have this one trailing today. The skin is available on the Train Sim community website, and then I'll have a link to, both of these in the description below. And we are currently running a manifest train today, just a bunch of random cars and stuff. So this is pretty much the start of the subdivision. There's two different lines. I'm not too sure where this one goes, but they all pretty much lead to the same area, and then they basically just cut off. But yes, so we do got a manifest train, just a bunch of standard random cars. I threw in some TOFC stuff as well, and some intermodal cars, which, you typically don't see on a manifest train, but then again, it's railwork, so we could do whatever we want. There are some, glitches already, so we're going to be taking a look at those throughout the map. We got elevated grade crossings over here. And all of these freight cars that we see right here, all AB Studios, from the TOFC cars all the way to these auto racks here, are all AB Studios. So those are on the AB Studios website, Freight Car Pack 1. And then there's also a bunch of like random other freight cars like auto racks and coal cars and stuff. So, but yes, random manifest train, as you see that track ends, and then that track ends pretty much right over there. But let us go ahead and come over here. We got to set this engine to run. Instead of isolate, we got to set it to run. And then we have to insert the reverser. Release the brake. And let's get moving. Alright, and we are finally on the move here. Had to go and restart the scenario because it was glitching out a little bit, but we are finally here on the move, about to hit this diamond here. Very cool stuff indeed. So yes, this is made by Mr. Black Beaver, and it is, like I said, basically the CP Windsor Sub, going from Chatham to London. And always nice to, do these new showcases and stuff on these different routes. Just because, it's always good to have variety in this game. And, I understand, like, a lot of the dovetail routes, or a lot of the stuff on those routes is pretty much recycled anyway. You get the same scenery, the same buildings, and everything. And I understand, like, a lot of the time it gets old. Like, it really, really does. So having these new routes and stuff on the Steam Workshop does help out a lot with adding variety and stuff, especially if you're a content creator. You know, you don't want to be posting the same route over and over and over again. We do got a signal approved here. Cool. I'm assuming it's having us go into the siding, but I don't want to go into the siding. It's going to have us go in the siding anyway. Okay. Not a problem. Alright, so the siding track looks like it's been a little bit abandoned. Not gonna lie. We do got another signal up there. It doesn't seem like it's gonna be a stop signal, so who knows? Who knows? I kinda wish we could open up these windows. Like, that's like a major thing about... Oh, we can't, can we? Wait. Okay, there we go. I was about to say, I was like, I knew we could open them up. So yeah, this looks just like in abandoned siding. Interesting. I'm not sure why it would have us route to an abandoned siding, but it did. I'm getting some lag going on in this game today. Yes, we are. Alright, but it is a 20, and then we'll get up to a 35 here. Yeah, I am surprised that it took us down this way. But then again, this is one of those, like, scenarios where I did not put a lot of time into it. I just kind of set it up, made the consist, and then just kind of going to run with it for the most part. So that is what we are doing. But yeah, taking a look at the map, you can see that that line that we crisscrossed comes out over here. And then it goes to here, it ends, but it also, you know, we can also believe we can hop back on it if we go through a Y. So I'm not too sure what that is. I just know that ours extends all the way out to up here. So yes, we got an alarm going off, which we don't want. I need to turn on the alerter. That's one thing I need to do. See where the alerter fuse is. We don't need the crosswalk lights as of right now. It's somewhere. We'll be okay. So yeah, they do have a clear, and it looks like we got an all stop signal. Gotta love it. Got to love it. Well, hopefully you guys are having a great Wednesday today so far. So us here in Illinois, we are actually supposed to get between 12 to 18 inches of snow. That started last night, and it's supposed to go through until tomorrow night. So it didn't start snowing here until about 1 in the morning, I want to say. And so far this morning, we've only gotten about 2 and 2.5 inches of snow. So it's not supposed to honestly stop snowing until tomorrow night. So this is going to be fun. Fun for sure. Now Amazon has actually closed the station down for the next 2 days. So I don't have to go out and deliver in this, which is awesome. Big shout outs to Amazon for that. And I know a lot of other stations out here are closed as well. So big shout outs to Amazon for that and giving us pay for these days, which is amazing. So huge shout out to you guys. So we got a scrapyard over here. Got a bunch of containers there, man. Old containers. Or they're either getting scrapped or they're just being used for storage. But we do got a scrapyard to our right over here. Very cool. Very cool stuff indeed. Now, if you guys are in my Discord, I did post I want to say it's a couple months ago now. I delivered to a scrapyard that scrapped old railroad cars and stuff, and I had like a picture of like auto racks that were torn down and like box cars and stuff. Thought that was pretty neat. Oh, so we don't even have a signal. So I better make sure that these switches are set properly. This one is... That one's not. Oh, no, it was. Interesting why they have a clear, but yet the switch is set to us. That's interesting. We do got a crossing coming up. Very cool indeed. So we got just a bunch of containers over here. Looks like probably like the warehouse district or something. We got warehouses and factories and whatnot. Weird just seeing like a bunch of containers. It's weird. Interesting. Looks like we got like a state or like an office building. B&M Baked Beans. Very cool. Very cool. So yeah, this is kind of like the warehouse industrial district right here. And then we do got tracks over here to our left, which looks like they lead to a oil refinery or grain refinery, something like that. Probably grain. Very cool, but the tracks, okay, so the switch is up ahead over there. Looks like it is set to our direction, which is good. Well, it could be both. It could be oil and or grain. Probably oil. Yeah. Oil or gas or something like that. Very, very cool. Looks like we got a little town coming up over here. We got that nice little water tower. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. I am liking what I'm seeing so far. If only we can go a little bit quicker than, 20. But there are actually quite a few routes that are coming out within the next, couple months or so for TSW2 and this game. Now, the Southern Pacific Mount Shasta line for this game will actually, from what I've seen on the Facebook post, comes out tomorrow. And it is the Southern Pacific Mount Shasta line from Dunsmuir, California to Klamath Falls, Oregon, 108 miles, made by Milepost Simulations. Supposedly, like I said, that's supposed to come out to Steam tomorrow. I won't be picking it up tomorrow, so we won't take a look at it. I will probably pick it up my next payday. But yes, that is coming out tomorrow. Horseshoe Curve for TSW2 supposedly is coming out soon. They don't have a release date, but they said arriving soon. And then a Metro North route as well, from what I've heard, will be coming to that game as well soon. If you guys remember, we did a couple videos on the What Koala's CP Alderside route. That is actually making he messaged me about an update to the route. I'm not sure if it's the actual final version of the route or if it's going to be another update. But that said, he said that should be releasing sometime in February, and I'll be getting my hands on that as well. So big shout outs to you. Thank you very much. And then there's also a few routes that I found on the workshop that we'll be taking a look at. Well, we're good to go 35 with this crossing coming up. But yeah, it's actually been pretty crazy out here for sure. They're calling it Winter Storm Landon. And all I can think of is Let's Go Brandon, not gonna lie. But, so yeah, 12 to 18 inches of snow. I've been up since 5 a.m. today, just listening to the county sheriff and the state troopers in my area on the radio or the scanner app on my phone. And I'll tell you, they've got the interstates blocked off. They're going through a whole bunch of, slide offs and people in the ditch and stuff. And I also heard that they're only towing people throughout the morning, and then once it starts getting worse, they're going to be just leaving cars in the ditch and whatnot. So it is getting pretty nasty out there. Pretty nasty. And we got some more like industrial areas over here. So this must be like an industrial route for the most part. Got post office trucks, we got semi trucks, looks like a school or some sort over there, or a church. So we got a little town over here. Very cool. Very, very cool. I wonder how you get to those houses though. There's like no road leading to them. And that house is just backwards. I mean, you can't even get to the, you can't even park your car in the garage. Cool. Yeah. This is some, you know, like I said, it's still a work in progress, so there's going to be bugs and stuff. That house is way too close to the tracks. I'd want that house, man. So we got advanced approach. See, I'd love to have a house close to the tracks. That would be super cool. It'd be very loud, though. But it'd be awesome. I'm going to be hitting a lot of trees today, I can see. Oh, I keep seeing these signs, whistle posts. Oh, so there's supposed to be no horn through these. Okay. Okay, I was going to say, that's a lot of crossings. Okay, so we're not going to sound the horn for any of these. Supposedly there's a whistle post, but there's no horn through these crossings. Okay. I was about to say, that's going to be a lot of crossings. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4, like 6 at least. A lot of crossings, man. We got our bell on, though. That's all that matters. Man, at least this town has quite a few crossings. So if we have to block a couple, you know, they still have some others to go to. But then, of course, if we end up blocking all of them, then it is what it is. It is what it is. I do like the physics on this locomotive, though, like the bumpiness in the cab and stuff. I think that's pretty cool. Is that a rock? Okay, that's a bridge. Like, it looked like some debris on the tracks. Very cool. Very cool stuff indeed, I'll say that. Either part of the same town or like another little town. Still no whistle post. We're gonna get on this side because there's too many trees on that side. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. We got another crossing. Nope, no other crossing. But I'm gonna check the switch though to make sure that we're not going into the yard. Which we're not, so we're good. Oh, look how that like yard ends right there. Like that's an older one. This is the newer one they built. That's pretty neat. Pretty neat. So we got some more like warehouses and stuff over here. Some like just land over here, like farmland and stuff. Got some houses back there. So yeah, this must be an older yard that they don't use anymore, and this must be the newer one. Interesting why they didn't just, you know, make it into one yard. Unless it's still like a work in progress and it's not completed yet, because it looks like there's some track missing over here and a track missing over here. So it might just not be completed yet. Does turn into a one rail here with the bridge. We'll go ahead and shut the window. Going across the bridge here, looking at that little river, lake, whatever it is. Probably a lake or like a creek or something. Well, yes, we got some trees up over here. Another little town. So we got speed limit going up to 60, thankfully. Got a crossing. Crossing lights are flashing, but the gates ain't going down as of yet. So we do have passenger speed, so I'm assuming we do have passenger trains on this route somewhere. So we got a actual whistle post this time. That's cool though. I wonder if he actually made these whistle post signs, because I've never actually seen ones that look like this before. We do got, looks like 2 crossings. Yep, 2 crossings coming up, and then one way down yonder. Y'all see that floating house too, right? That is a floating house. Got a little town here. Saw a little trailer park to the back end of this town over here. Looks like kind of way back down yonder a little bit of a trailer manufactured home park. Can't really see it anymore. You got some farmhouses. There it is. There's the trailer park. I always hate delivering out to trailer parks though, because a lot of the time it's the same address, but they're like different lot numbers. So like each trailer is a lot, so it's like lot 1, 2, 3, whatever, but it's got the same like address. And a lot of the times the GPS doesn't take you to the proper one because it thinks all the trailers are the same address. But this one's looks like a private railroad crossing. Just has, you know, the crossing X's, no gates, no nothing. But it is a whistle post. So, or is it? No, it is a whistle post. We got the 8600 working for us today. Yes, we do. I'm noticing we are hitting a lot of trees today. We're hitting a lot of like leaves and stuff and branches and whatnot. But yeah, though, I really did wish we could have driven this locomotive, but unfortunately we can't, so it's just going to be in the trailing position until it gets fixed or something, just because I heard that it was something to do with the Steam update or the recent update they put on Steam is not compatible or something like that. So unfortunately it's just going to have to sit in the trailing position until they find a fix for it. And then once it gets fixed, we'll have it lead. And then there's also a KCS, or Kansas City Southern version, in that same repaint pack. So we'll definitely take a look at those as well. And then we just have a couple different locomotives and like different routes and stuff that we're going to be showcasing throughout the pretty much the next couple months or so. I did find one. It's a Montana Rail Link. It's like Big Sky route or something like that. I don't know. Since BNSF is actually purchasing MRL, a lot of their stuff's probably going to go away. You'll be seeing more BNSF out there. And I feel like the MRL stuff's just going to get repainted into BNSF. So I was going to do like a little MRL video or a couple MRL videos featuring that route. But unfortunately, I put all the assets in. I put everything in that's supposed to be in. I have all the assets. And for some reason, it says that the tracks don't pop up. Everything else will pop up except for the tracks. And I cannot figure out for the life of me why. Because I have everything check marked, everything that needs to be check marked, good to go. And for the life of me, I just cannot get the tracks to pop up for some unknown reason. So we might end up doing like MRL through the Marias Pass or something. Unsure, but we do got another crossing coming up over here. Very cool, going 58 miles an hour. And all of that good stuff. But if you guys are enjoying this video so far, do make sure you guys hit the like button. It does help me out quite a bit, as well as hit that subscribe button. I have noticed that a lot of my watch time has been coming from non-subscribers versus subscribers, so do make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and that like button if you guys do enjoy. It does help me out, and it does know that does let me know that you guys are enjoying the content that I do put out. We do got a lot of weeds on this track though, especially for being a main line. A lot of weeds. Hitting some more leaves and branches here. Very cool. Very cool stuff indeed. What was that, like a negative 3 miles an hour? Nice. Nice, nice, nice. We got an approach. Not a lot of signals on this route, I've noticed. We had a grain facility over here, but we don't got no tracks leading to the granary. So it must just be a truck only one. Just, you know, put conveniently next to the tracks. Request to pass signal at danger approved. Okay, well, I don't like the sound of that, so we definitely are probably going into some sort of siding or something. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start slowing down. I don't know what to expect. I like how it just goes quiet. Like once you're in idle, it's just quiet. We still got quite a few ways away for the signal. But we do have a crossing coming up. We got down telephone lines over here. Go into the ground. Interesting. Never seen that before. See, that would be nice right there. Have a nice little house like out in the country right next to some railroad tracks on a busy main line. Okay, so it looks like we got 2 signals. It's like the brake cylinder's at 36 because we have the brakes, or we're not on the brakes right now. Yeah, looks like we got 2 signals back to back, unless it's for a different track. Request to pass signal at danger expired. Okay, so we're actually going to stop at this signal and see what's going on, see why we actually have a stop signal. So it looks like it's actually going to take us into another track. I see. So we're going to come to a stop, let the train come to a stop, and then we're going to figure out what track it's having us go on. So it is having us go straight. So I'm going to take a wild guess and say at the end of this over here is going to be a clear. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. I don't know. So we got permission to pass this signal. Interesting. I don't know. I don't know. As I said, it's still a work in progress route, so there are going to be some bugs, some glitches, and some stuff that, you know, You don't understand. You don't understand. But it is approved, so we are good to pass it, no matter what. We do got a crossing coming up. Got another whistle post coming up over here, which looks like it's a road that ends. So we're not even going to worry about it because it looks like the road just kind of ends. But yeah, coming through another like little town here, it looks like. Either a town or like it's a giant, you know, granary or whatever. Oh, maybe it doesn't end. Little farm road over there. So we got another one. Nope, we don't got another one until we head down there. Very cool. Very cool. You got a major dip that's causing us to lose speed. There we go. Now we're gaining speed. Alright. Couple dips here in the tracks. Interesting. Yep, so it is a clear at the end of here, so I'm not too sure why we had a stop signal coming into here and then a clear coming out, but you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. You got a whistle post coming through here. Very cool. Now we get back to know some more, like, you know, open plains and forest areas and whatnot. Very cool. Alright. I don't know if you guys have been following, you know, the MLB offseason. I know we're going through this, like, major lockout right now, and they're talking about, you know, delaying spring training and all that fun stuff, and I don't really know what the lockout's for. I really haven't read up too much about it. I just know that, you know, teams can't talk to players, they can't do trades, they can't sign free agents. They can't do nothing, you know, like what the offseason is for. Because a lot of your, you know, big moves are made either at the trade deadline or throughout the offseason. And, you know, there hasn't been really much of any of that at all this year. I mean, we do got Corey Seager signing that 10-year deal with Texas, which to me is a major deal considering he's never played for Texas. And then, of course, you know, Cubs, we signed Marcus Stroman, which was our biggest, you know, offseason signing. Still talks with Correa. Hopefully Carlos Correa ends up going with us, but I don't, you know, I don't see that happening. You know, it'd be nice, but I don't. You know, Rizzo and Bryan are still free agents. Baez signed with the Tigers on a 6-year deal, I believe. So, but yes, you know, not much happening. We haven't really done much of anything this offseason. We haven't really done much of anything this year except, you know, trade away our best players for some younger prospects. I mean, we did sign a few, you know, prospects to our minor league system, but that is about all we did. And then, yeah, we did sign Yan Gomes, a little decent backup catcher. And, but yeah, we're not even talking to Wilson Contreras anymore either about extending his contract. So it's just, you know, I don't really know what to expect from the Cubs in 2022. I really, really don't. I just feel like it's going to be a bunch of young guys that are, still getting their feet wet in the game. They've been to the minor leagues and they think they're pretty much ready for the major leagues, but they're, still rookies and all that. So who knows what's going to happen? I don't know. So we're just going to have to wait and see. A lot of teams are, getting antsy, wanting to sign people, wanting to make trades and stuff, but that ain't happening. That signal was on completely opposite side of the track there. Kind of threw me off guard. But it was a clear, so we're good. So yeah, definitely I don't think it's going to be a fun year being a Cubs fan this year at all. I really, really do not. One of the cool things, though, is that we have a guy named Michael Hermosillo, and he actually has his own Twitch channel, and he does like different live streams and plays games on it and stuff. I thought it was actually kind of cool that, an actual MLB player is out there, with his own Twitch channel. I thought that was actually kind of cool. So I don't, I haven't really, I think I'm subscribed, or not subscribed, but followed him on Twitch and stuff. But I haven't really, checked out any of his live streams, so. But yeah, if you guys, are interested in seeing a baseball player, play video games, definitely go check out his channel. I don't know the name of it off the top of my head, but you can probably just search it up through Google or whatever. But yeah, none of my teams are doing well at all this year. Blackhawks were completely out. They were second to last in their division, so nothing, happening there. Bears aren't in the playoffs, but I'm glad the 49ers ended up beating the Packers by a field goal, which I thought was kind of funny. And I think I haven't really watched too much football this year, but I seen that a lot. Like, I think 3 games were all beaten by a field goal in the fourth quarter, all tied at the same, thing, which I thought was kind of interesting. But then again, anything could happen in sports, in the world of sports. So I believe Super Bowl Sunday's coming up. I think it's next weekend, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. I haven't really looked into it, but I do know that I'm probably going to be hanging out for Super Bowl if I'm not working. Getting a look at those Super Bowl commercials that have actually gotten worse and worse throughout the years. And we do have a crossing coming up. But yeah, 2 retirees coming this year. John Lester retired from baseball, and Tom Brady is retiring from football after a couple, 12 seasons, I think is what they said. So yeah, definitely 2, some major news right there. Oh man, we just can't get this thing going above 55, can we? It's just like struggling real bad. I'm in notch 8, no break, no nothing. I think we're on a 0.1% grade. We got crossings coming up. And we got another clear signal, alright. Oh, look at that. We got that whole track covered in weeds for that. Looks like this industry is not even used anymore. I feel like it's not used since it's, all covered in weeds and stuff. It's like a perfect place to, store cars and stuff. Especially if you're, Canadian Pacific Railroad. Finally, we got up to 60 here. But have you guys heard about or seen? Well, that's a major dip in the track right there. Oh boy. But have you guys heard about or seen what's been going on in Los Angeles recently along the Union Pacific tracks with all the, people opening up the containers and stuff off the freight trains and stealing Amazon packages and just random stuff and then just dumping everything along the tracks over there? Stuff is crazy, man. I was just watching videos and the whole right of way is just covered in open and sealed packages and just dump things everywhere. And I read that they actually cleaned it up in early December, and then just seeing another video of it in January of it completely covered is it's just crazy. Very crazy. You got open Amazon packages, you got sealed Amazon packages, you got sealed UPS, You know, anything they could find, they'll steal. It's just, I just don't see how. Like, how can you, like, go through, do all that just to steal stuff? Like, I just can't. Like, I could not even bring myself to do it. Like, I never even stole a candy bar at a gas station when I was a kid. I just could not bring myself to do it. Like, I just don't see, like, the mentality of some people, like, thinking, oh yeah, well, I don't want to work for this, so you know what, I'm just gonna go ahead and steal it. But yeah, it's crazy. So it looks like our brake cylinder is at 53. It was at 73, and it keeps flashing, so I'm not sure what's going on. Looks like we got another whistle post with another advanced approach. But I will tell you this, though, there have been times where I just completely thought about it at work. Like, there was one time where I delivered it was a Corsair AIO, which is the one I've actually been looking for and looking to purchase and stuff. And you got an advanced approach up over here, so we probably got a stop signal coming up soon. But I've thought about it, you know, I'm just like, you know, I really want to. But it's like, you know, I just can't bring myself to do it. Like, my conscience just gets the best of me, and it's like, it won't let me do it. Like, I just don't see how people can, you know, just go open up a, you know, container that's not theirs, rifle through people's Amazon packages, and, you know, just open them and steal the stuff that's in them. Including, like, porch pirates and stuff. Like, you don't know what's in those packages. Like, a lot of times we at Amazon, we deliver medicine. Like, a lot of it's, like, ibuprofen bottles or, you know, Tylenol or whatever it may be. And you're just going to go sit there and, you know, steal someone's packages. And then you're going to get home, see that it's like bottles of ibuprofen or bottles of Tylenol or like some, you know, shirt or something you don't want. And you're just going to throw it away. And then, you know, the person who ordered it's not going to get their stuff. Like, it's just, I just don't see how you can do it. I just don't. Got another private crossing coming up over here. I mean, good thing that type of stuff, you know, doesn't happen in Illinois. Because we got that Markham Yard, which is about 2 hours north of us, which is a giant, like, intermodal facility. And then we have, like, I think it's Union Pacific's, like, Global 1 or 2 or something like that. It's a giant intermodal facility in Chicago, so I'm kind of glad we don't have that stuff happening out here. But, I mean, it's just crazy. And, like, speaking of California, I don't know how true this is, but I feel like it is. In San Francisco, they're actually paying people $500 a month to not shoot anybody. And I'm sitting there like, where's that money coming from? You're gonna pay people $500 a month just to not shoot anybody. Like, and we're paying for that. We're paying people to not shoot people. It's like, it doesn't really make any sense whatsoever. So we do got a signal, which is an approach. So I'll say this right now, I think we've pretty much got a good, you know, chunk of the line done. So I think once we hit this next stop signal, we'll end up, you know, stopping, and then we're going to continue on in a part 2, which will be up, you know, either later on this week or next week or whatever. Probably, you know, next week or throughout the weekend or something. Just kind of keep you guys updated and all that good stuff. But yeah, man, dude, you know, we got all that snow coming in. I was going to say I did pause a little bit just to go, you know, take a break or whatever. And I went outside, and like I told you guys, I measured it before, and it was about 2.5 inches. Well, it snowed quite a few inches more since then. It looks like it's about 4 or 5 right now. So the snow is definitely picking up for sure. And if it keeps snowing at this rate, we'll definitely get the 12 to 18 you know, inches that they have been forecasting, which, again, it is what it is. They shut down, you know, parts of the interstate and all that because of vehicles getting stuck on, you know, sliding in the ditch and all that. I just seen a thing out of Peoria that said that, you know, cars are stuck on the interstate. Like, they're not even in the ditch, they're just stuck. So it's getting pretty bad out there. It's definitely getting pretty bad. You know, it's going to get a little bit more worse north of where we're at, but we're still getting a lot of it. And you know, it's Wednesday, you know, Wednesday afternoon. It's not supposed to stop until tomorrow night. And whenever they say tomorrow night, they mean like tomorrow at like 10, 11 p.m. So we've pretty much got a full day, a full night, and another full day of nothing but snowfall. So yeah, definitely not a fun time at all. So yeah, we got 0.72. We're going to be stopping here at this signal. And then we're going to be calling it good for this episode. And we will pick it up in another one. But so far, so good. I do like what I'm seeing with this route. There are, you know, some bugs and stuff that we kind of went over and kind of looked at and all that. But so far, I am liking this route. I will say that. Like I said, it's always nice to have, you know, different variety of content and different variety of routes and stuff in this game. So we're not always looking at the same, you know, exact thing. At the stop signal, we are approved, but we're going to go ahead and try to stop before it. That's kind of my fault. We should have hit the brakes beforehand. Alright, so we're going to stop right before the switch here. Hopefully. Just before the switch. Nope, we're going to be on the switch. Alright guys, well that is going to go ahead and do it for this one. As I said, do make sure you guys hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you guys follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Facebook, join the Discord server, all of that good stuff. And I will catch you guys here on the next one. Peace.